It is NBA trade season, and I'm going to be going over one of the most interesting trade scenario possibilities that they have out there, as the Atlanta Hawks have been rumored to be shopping out around their backcourt of DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, not really knowing which one they're going to move away from. But in this video, we're going to be focusing on the Trae Young side of things and a potential trade to the San Antonio Spurs that would involve him in pairing him and Victor Wembanyama up together. I'm going to be getting to a potential trade package, why I think both teams would want to do this trade on both sides. I'm getting into a whole bunch of things like that in this video, so if that does sound interesting to you, please watch the video all the way through, hit the like button, subscribe button, and sit back and relax and watch the video. And without further ado, without running on too much, just get right into this video. So the first thing we're going to go over is going to be the trade package itself, and what I came up with would be the San Antonio Spurs get Trae Young, while the Atlanta Hawks would get Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott, Jeremy Sohan, a 2024 first round unprotected from the Spurs, a 2025 first round unprotected back to the Atlanta Hawks, and then a 2025 first round from the Spurs that is a top 10 protected pick from Chicago. So overall, basically what it is the Atlanta Hawks would be getting 3 first round picks, Keldon Johnson, Doug McDermott, and Jeremy Sohan, while the San Antonio Spurs are getting Trae Young. And that is pretty much the details of the trade and really all the pieces that are going to be part of it. Now, why both teams would want to do it? Let's start off with the Atlanta side of things, because that's probably going to be the most controversial, and they're going to be the team wanting the most back for it, because I think it's fairly obvious why the Spurs would want to do this trade. But why would this benefit Atlanta as well? Well, the first thing is I think it would really fill out their starting lineup extremely nicely, assuming they keep DeJounte Murray on the team after this trade is made, as they would have a starting lineup that looks a little something like DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson, and then Clint Capella. And that is an extremely solid starting lineup, with Jalen Johnson really coming to his own recently in his third year. DeAndre Hunter is very solid. DeJounte Murray is an all-star level player. Keldon Johnson can score at a star level, and Clint Capella is just a very good center in this league. So that is an extremely solid starting lineup, and they can legitimately be a good play-in team and maybe even a little bit above a play-in team at their peak, and they can still do so many different things with it. And then on top of that, you're getting a guy like Doug McDermott, who coming off your bench, a guy that can shoot mid-40s from three-point line. He's very good at what he does. He plays very solid defense as well, and just a veteran guy that every team would love to have off their bench, and he would really help this team a lot, because their main thing that the Atlanta Hawks struggle with right now is just playing team basketball in an efficient way, because DeJounte Murray and Trae Young right now are really kind of cannibalizing each other with how many shots they're taking, and they're not leaving a lot of shots open for other guys on the roster either. So really, team basketball isn't their strong suit, and a guy like Doug McDermott is a perfect leader to really kind of shift the ship in the right direction going forward. And he would just be a great leader that knows how to win, and like I said, a guy that every team would love to have off their bench. Then you're also getting Jeremy Sohan, who in only his second year is still a very good defender. Now, yes, his offense still has a long way to go before it's even resembling an average offensive player in this league, but he's still a great defender with great athleticism and also great upside. Like I said, he's only in his second year. He's going to improve. Now, how much, that's questionable, but you're kind of betting that he's going to improve a lot, and I think Sohan would be a huge part of this trade. And then also, obviously, you're getting 3 first-round picks, and any team that can get their hands on 3 first-round picks is going to be very happy about that, because draft capital is one of the most valuable things any team can have in the NBA. And now moving on to the San Antonio sides of thing. Now, obviously, they're going to be doing this because they now get a star duo to put alongside Victor Wembanyama, and that would be a extremely dangerous starting lineup, because now you have a guy in Trae Young who can get his own basket at any time that he wants, but on top of that, he is one of the better passers in the league as well, which is going to make him an elite lob threat alongside Victor Wembanyama, and they're going to be able to play off each other very well, and the pick and roll game should be almost unguardable with those two running it, and it would just open up so many different possibilities. It would take a lot of pressure off of Wembanyama, it would take a lot of pressure off of Trae Young's game, and I think they would just really benefit each other very well, and their skill set would really mesh together extremely good. And then obviously, as a small market team, it's hard to get another superstar level player. They're able to get Wembanyama, who's probably going to be a superstar going into the future, and maybe one of the best players in the NBA if he develops how a lot of people expect him to develop. So getting another star alongside of him, especially early, is extremely important, so he doesn't end up leaving your franchise in the future. Now, I don't think he would do that, because he's expressed that he likes it there and this is his dream place to play, but I do think it is still very important to at least show that you're trying to win for him, and getting a guy like Trae Young alongside of him will definitely show him that you are trying to do the most you can to try and go out and win. And then on top of that, you're really setting the foundation for a championship level team, because although I don't think Trae Young can be the best player on a championship team, they're both young enough to, I think Wembanyama is going to develop and maybe eventually pass what Trae Young is. And then now you have him being as your second option, and that is extremely, extremely valuable, as he would be by far the best second option in the entire NBA. And then on top of that, they have a guy like Devin Vassell, who legitimately at times can look like an all-star level player for stretches, and I think he's only in his third or fourth year in the league as well, so he even still has room for improvement. So that three together could develop extremely, extremely nicely. And then even this year, before they build anything else around that star duo, they could run out a starting lineup that looks something like Trae Young, Devin Vassell, Cedi Osman, Victor Wembanyama, and Zach Collins. And that is an extremely, extremely solid starting lineup that could legitimately be a play-in level team, and you can build around that as well. You see obvious places you can improve, and there's many places that you can go up from there, and the foundation would really be set if they were able to pull off a trade just like this. So to really kind of recap why both sides would do this, the Atlanta Hawks, in my opinion, I think they're kind of resetting. They're going to build around DeJounte Murray. They're going to get as much as they can, young assets, draft capital for Trae Young, and they would also not be sacrificing too much, because it's not like they're going to be awful with the team and assets they acquire from that trade either. They're still going to be a very solid play-in level team. And then the San Antonio Spurs get a young star duo level player that fits very well with Victor Wembanyama to build for the future. Hope Devin Vassell can develop, and hope you can fill out this roster as well as time goes on, and maybe even build a contender by the time it's all said and done. So I think both sides would love to do this trade. They would both benefit greatly from it, and I just think it's a win-win situation for everyone involved. But unfortunately, guys, that's my first video. So comment below, do you agree with me? Do you think that this is a win-win for the Spurs? Do you think it's a win-win for the Hawks? I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to point to the like button, subscribe button, I mean the absolute word to me. And also, I really do want to know if you think this trade should be tweaked, who won. I really do want to hear all your comments, so please comment below your thoughts and opinions on this trade. But that's going to be it for this video. So hope you have a blessed day, because I had a blessed day, so you need to have a blessed day. All glory to God. See you in the next video. Goodbye. Boo. Blah.